Collegiate Diamond Division. I am Six Riffin. Joining me on this cast is Alex. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. Just kind of excited to see what happens today. Hopefully the other team shows up.
Yeah, no, for sure. Right now we are waiting in lobby right now, but today's featured matchup is our semifinal between Illinois State University's Redbird Esports on the red side, and on the blue side we have the University of Illinois at Chicago, their CGC Zircon. Right now, we're currently just waiting for UIC's members to fill up right now. But kind of looking into the preview of this game so far, this is the semifinals right now. The winner of this match will be the one that will advance to the in-person final this weekend. So definitely huge stakes going on this match right now. On the other side of the bracket, we have the Super Ordinary Gentlemen facing off against the Columbia Renegades so far. So really, the winner of this match is going to be facing one of those teams at the end of the bracket right now. Looking at their standing from regular season standings, the University of Illinois Chicago boasting an impressive 7-1 record, tying with the Super Ordinary Gentlemen over there. Illinois State University, they're doing pretty good as well with the 5-3.
It's actually pretty exciting to see the Illinois State coming against the University of Illinois Chicago. Even though that CGC has such a massive win streak compared to the Redbirds, I think that this is going to be still a pretty close match. Any side can go, but it'll be really exciting to see if Redbirds wins. So I'm going to be rooting for the underdog today. What about you, Griff?
Yeah, no, super excited right now. And definitely for all you guys joining us right now, we are GGLeagues. And GGLeagues is a recreational esports league based in the Midwest. Their goal is to build up the esports community and connect gamers to each other. They have leagues for players of all skill level. Anyone can join. Players in GGLeagues play through a regular season like you're watching here each week. Then all the players get to play in the playoffs and finals in person, where they can finally meet the players they have been playing against all season. If you guys are interested, please go to www.ggleagues.com and sign up. Speaking of in-person finals, that will be happening at the Illinois Institute of Technology this weekend on Saturday. All three finals from our three collegiate divisions will be happening that day. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't RSVP'd, you can find that on their Discord or contact a member of GG Leagues for that information. But going into this match, as we just previewed right now, CGC Zircon is filling up their members so far. It looks like we're just waiting on one person right now. Just looking at the obviously it's like the general kind of atmosphere of this match, being that this is just a diamond league right now. We're seeing a lot of diamonds from Redbirds, mix of diamonds and plats from CGC Zircon so far. So I'm definitely looking for some really competitive play.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a really close match. Everyone is pretty close to diamond. I see that Jackie is getting up there. He's pretty close, I would say. So overall, it's going to be no stomp on either side. It's going to be a very close game overall. I would have to say, though, that with the full diamond ranked on Redbirds, it does seem that they are going to have the leading side. Though, as we've seen with CGC, they do have the 7-1 record, which is pretty impressive. So we'll have to see where that goes.
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, really impressive right now. Just in general, looking at the stats from Redbirds Esports, stacked with all the diamond players so far. So it's really impressive to see that UIC is able to have such an impressive record with a mix of diamond and plat players. Not saying that plat is too far from diamond, but there are still some lower ELO players on there if you go from the stats.
Just goes to show you that rank doesn't matter. It matters about how you play, right?
Oh, absolutely. We have seen time and time again, the best players can be all on a super team, but it is all about how they work as a team, which will matter in the end. And just in general, looking at everywhere, unfortunately, I haven't had the pleasure of seeing UIC play anything like on broadcast or anything. So really excited to see what they're going to be kind of throwing out for the semifinal match, especially just being a best of one. It certainly can be able to cheese your way into the finals by doing something that will just get you the easy win.
Exactly. Team play matters, and doing whatever you can to actually get that win is what's going to be going for each team. maybe that Redbirds are going to be pulling through. They're going to play that teamwork. We could see that the CGC could come through again with all that their teamwork that they've shown before. But as we're going to go into the patch notes.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, one thing I do want to highlight right now, as we're waiting for this matchup to begin, is, I mean, just the release of 9.8. Keep in mind, this will be the patch for competitive play up on the professional division, so MSI will be played on 9.8. But just a few of changes that we do want to discuss right now. I mean, one thing that I really want to highlight is the change of the Amumu queue. Not only just lowering in cooldown in early ranks, but also the fact that it has a sort of a Warwick Q behavior where it will once it lashed onto you, he'll kind of follow you no matter if you flash out or whatnot.
Yeah, I've seen this happen before in my games. It's pretty crazy and funny to watch, but it's actually stronger than you would think. Though I doubt they'd use the Amumu because he just doesn't soak up. He's not as good as the other champions that are meta at the moment, like with the Gnar. Like his ulti now is going down to 30 seconds. That means every time he's going to be going into Mega Gnar, he's going to be having his ultimate up, which is pretty scary to think about in these upcoming team fights.
Yeah, definitely. Gnar looking like a very high contender and just strong team fighter in as a top laner himself right now. And I mean, just in general, I'm not too sure about the meta in the higher division play so far, but you know, certainly excited to see if that Gnar comes out. Just the lower cooldown will mean for a lot more exciting ultimates coming out from whoever is able to play Gnar.
I think there's going to be a lot more duelists in the top lane, so I'm thinking more Fury or Camille, especially since they just got buffed. Or from the bot lane, we could see a lot more Jinx or even Jhin because they also got buffed. But I'm thinking it's going to be mostly Jinx or Sivir coming out from these bot lane picks.
Yeah, no, I mean, just in general, I mean, I feel like that's honestly like two sides of a coin and kind of really depending on what your style wants to be so far. I mean, kind of definitely seeing the Jinx as already just, you know, the last few patches or whatever, she's already been kind of very powerful as she has already been. Just really be able to put out a lot of damage after almost her like 3-item power spike, and in general, just after 1 item already being able to put out those crit rockets even if they're not going to be hitting all the time.
Yeah, that's very true. But we can also look at the Vayne pick because that did a while back actually. Her Q after she cast her ultimate got lowered down to a second after every cast. So that could be coming out as a pocket pick for either Bulgarian AD or a Rapid Squirrel.
Yeah, no, for sure. Really interesting to see how these ADs are going to be matching up so far. I mean, who knows? It might not even be an AD.
No,
it could, but I mean, I don't know. We could possibly see some.
I want to see that Donger.
Possibly Donger, but could be looking at some Sona Taric in this matchup. Would be really exciting, but who knows? I mean, it looks like UIC has fully joined the lobby right now. So just right now waiting on for matches to start up once again so far. But I mean, as we continue with this discussion right now, one thing I do also want to take a look at is just the state of the mid lane right now. Because I mean, just in general, pro play, we've seen just a lot of almost seems kind of like time old and kind of like original, not really original, time old and kind of classic picks coming out on the professional scene with a lot of Orianna, Syndra, LeBlanc, definitely a lot of high damage and just threatening mages.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more fights and assassins come out. Or Akali, she can be either played in top or mid, but I'm thinking she's most likely going in top. But let's see if they go for LeBlanc mid or even a Cassiopeia. I know it's more of a control main, not really assassin, but that's actually pretty good against some of these upcoming mages.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, already just adding a Cassiopeia to your game adds another kind of example or another source of just DPS. This time being a lot of hybrid damage coming out due to the fact that let's say you have a Jinx and a Cassiopeia on your team. You know, you're basically shooting out a lot of DPS coming from both physical and magic damage. It is so hard to itemize against right now. So I mean, definitely one thing I'm really looking at is just the outplay potential with the Petrifying Gaze. I mean, as we just saw, I mean, if you watched last week's stream in the gold division, I mean, I saw a very impressive, almost outplay coming out from a Cassiopeia. Unfortunately, it did not come out, but it had a very impressive 3-man Petrifying Gaze to almost get her out, but unfortunately could not get out just in time. So definitely really looking forward to trying to see where we can go.
Or as we saw in the TL versus TSM, they brought a Heimerdinger into the mid lane. So that could be a very potential pick for the more control mage area. So as we're waiting to get in game still, We're gonna be looking for. It seems that we've been
booted out of the lobby. It's all right though.
Nice. I don't think they like us.
All right, no, here we are. We're back at it again.
Looks like it crashed down, but hey, we're back in. We're ready to go. We're gonna be waiting for everybody to get back in again. But as we're waiting, we can talk a little bit more about what's going on with these.
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Riot.
Yeah, Riot, small indie company right now.
Nah, but we're gonna be seeing if the Redbirds can pull off this win, even though they're 5-3 against the CGC Zircon.
Yeah,
with the 7-1, as we talked about earlier.
Oh
It's
yeah,
gonna
lobby
be
timed out because it was over an hour.
Oh wow, okay.
Oof.
That makes big oof.
Big oof, dog. Alright, but it'd be like that. So as everyone's joining back into the stream into the lobby right now. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I've only seen Redbirds play just a handful of times, at least in their Diamond division. But you know, I certainly really want to see Illinois State would take this, just I mean as a fan coming from the Midwest and so far. So definitely want to see a lot more Midwest fans out there. I mean, maybe we can, you know, definitely see them up there. I mean, UIC, like, they're already in Chicago, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with the Midwest. You know, being down from a little bit down south in Illinois, I'm gonna have to root for the underdog again. These guys are really working at it. They are very high tier, but let's see if they work together as a team, as we've seen with the CGC.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, I mean, definitely UIC certainly does have the record, and but I mean, you know, Illinois State certainly is certainly stacking the manpower, just like a full diamond team, and I'm not talking about Minecraft.
Bruh, we gotta get that diamond armor.
That
in here.
diamond armor in there right now. While UIC is looking a bit more like half iron, half diamond right now, but not actual iron. It's a Minecraft iron. But definitely, I mean, still, both these teams, I think, are very not to be laughed at. The reason why they are in the semifinals, with, you know, Redbirds only dropping 2 more games than CGC so far. So,
again, very close. These two teams, like Griff said, should not be laughed at. They are very high tier. They're going to be doing amazing work here today. Looks like we're almost ready to get started, as the two teams are saying they're readying up.
Yep, for sure. Game 1. Yep. All right, here we go. Entering Champ Select so far. We are really excited to get into this match, as UIC will be starting off their band phase on the blue side. Really looking forward to seeing what their priorities are, what their targets, and what they really want to kind of what their goals in the beginning of this draft. Can I kind of get a mindset of where they're going? That's been the Rek'Sai. Really great band. Honestly, just, I mean, you've seen us in competitive play. Honestly,
immediately the Renekton.
Yep, Renekton coming out. Strong top laner being banned out right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of expected with, like I was talking about earlier, a lot of these duelists are being really abused at the moment, especially with the Conqueror rework not too long ago, a couple patches ago, healing you for true damage that you deal to the champion.
Yeah. And because of that rune rework, I mean, it just made the whole environment of top lane just change dramatically up to a more kind of skirmishy fighting style. Kha'Zix and Zinzao, junglers being banned out in second ban of the first ban phase right now.
Let's see what the last bans come out to be on both the side of CGC and Redbirds.
Yeah, definitely seeing what they're going right now. I mean, already, that's 2 junglers from the side of UIC being banned out. Really wanting to just give, possibly going for a scaling composition, as they're going to be, trying to give at least some of their lanes some easier pressure so far. But last week will be Tom Kench.
There's a Vayne, like I was talking about. She is very, very good in this patch at the moment, with her Q being buffed, and also with the press attack being very prevalent with her with her W passive. Thresh might be being pulled out for here.
Interesting first pick coming out from UIC right now. If that is the actual Thresh, who knows right now is just a hover. We'll see where it goes in the end. That is the first pick Thresh. Really interesting pick to grab for UIC so far. We'll see how Redbirds responds.
Looks like they really want to go for an aggressive bot lane here. It's not something that you usually go for a first pick support. It's usually something that you want to get prevalent like in the mid lane or top, but they really want to say, we want to be aggressive in this bottom lane. We want to make sure that we win. Looks like they're looking to, oh my gosh, the Kaisa coming out.
I mean, right now, Redbirds had the opportunity to do the counter pick so far. We'll see if they fully pick their bot lane right now. I don't honestly see why not, unless they really want to grab something for another lane. But I mean, that is the Kaisa. We'll see what the support may or may not be. It could possibly even be a flex pick to really put the pressure on UIC to kind of start considering their bans going into this last few picks so far. That is the J4.
Ooh, that's going to be a spicy pick. With those crowd control abilities coming in with the Kaisa passive, that should be a lot of damage coming in very fast. Might be Lee Sin to counter this. Jarvan actually coming out.
Yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, pretty much, I mean, you can honestly just kick him out of his own Cataclysm, or, I mean, just in general, just kick him out of the way. He tries to flag and drag, he's getting kicked out of the way. That is Lee Sin locked in for UIC.
I'm surprised by Lee Sin, though. We're going to be looking for a very aggressive early game and a very, very aggressive mid to late game with his Jarvan, with his really good ganks and his crowd control. And with the bot lane with the Thresh and Lee Sin, that should be very, very good with his Lantern coming in. Then Lee Sin coming in.
Oh, that could be a Lucian.
Oh,
that is a Lucian. Lucian Thresh coming off in the bot lane of UIC, looking like a very aggressive bot lane.
This is going to be a very aggressive early game from the CGC. They are going for this very pressured. They're going to look to in this game is faster than the Redbirds can scale up. Maybe that's how they've been winning these games, by putting on this early pressure to get in this lead that they cannot get out of.
Yeah, that is possible right now. Thresh, Lee Sin, Lucian looking like a very scary early skirmish team so far. And that is the Vladimir being locked in for the side of ISU so far. Possibly could be a mid lane pick, but most likely going to the top.
I would think it's a top lane pick, but these two team comps are so different. It's like the unmovable force versus the unstoppable movement. So we're gonna have to see what happens here, because Kaisa and Vladimir are gonna be scaling so hard into the late game, whereas Lee Sin and Lucian, they're gonna be stuck in the mid to early game.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd say very intelligent pick from ISU to pick the Vladimir. Very safe top laner in the blind pick, and looks like there was no ban coming out from the side of ISU. But
that's a big oof.
We'll see what happens from there. Maybe it was intentional, maybe it was not. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, going back onto their Vladimir pick, very safe and is definitely able to kind of suck up a lot of pressure and be able to play safe with the Sanguine pool.
Sucking up a lot of pressure?
Sucking up a lot of pressure right there. Next is a Yasuo band coming out from UIC.
Looks like they don't want them to try that hard.
Not that hard so far. But I mean, I don't know, man. Adding Yasuo to UIC's comp would just really add to it. Kind of it's a really snowball early skirmish kind of style they're going for.
Yeah. Especially that if they got to pick up the Yasuo in the mid lane, they could be scaling so much harder.
That is
and it looks like the Chaos coming out as well. That is spicy.
Definitely interesting ban coming out from ISU so far. I mean, definitely Kale certainly has been powerful, but not typically till late, and it doesn't really look like they're really going to be picking like a late scaling comp on the side of UIC.
No, yeah. And also, she just got nerfed this patch too.
Yeah, absolutely. Another interesting ban coming out actually from UIC. I mean, with the Aurelia ban, I mean, possibly unless they're coming out from the Aurelia, kind of interesting to see. Maybe they're accounting for the mid lane, but I mean, we're definitely looking to see if the Vladimir is going to the top.
I want to see the big brain Nautilus mid lane.
Big
Have you been seeing that?
Nautilus mid.
Yes,
what?
Full AP Nautilus in the mid lane, bud.
Nani?
It's been winning games. It's crazy. It's funny, but I was hoping they picked that out. I was getting prepared to like get all hyped, but no, it's just a Galio.
Just the Galio. I mean, very well, that could be a Galio mid lane. Certainly seeing the return of the AP Galio, but
we're seeing a Lux maybe come out here.
Yeah, possibly being a Lux locked in. That is a Lux locked in for the side of UIC. We're gonna see where they go with that, but very easy gank assist for the Lee Sin I mean, if she is able to pop off in that mid lane, I mean, just in general, Lux is very impactful on that game.
We'll have to see who goes into the mid lane for Redbirds, though, because it could be Galio, but I'm thinking it's going to be a Galio support. Because that's going to be so, like, well into the Kaisa with her passive plus the J4. So that's so much CC to help her passive proc.
Darius.
It's a Darius top lane.
Oh, there we go.
That's actually so good against this Vladimir, countering his healing.
But how can you make a man bleed when he sucks blood?
Well, he can't suck his own blood, can he?
Oh, okay.
It's the
Holly pick right now. Oh, man.
What?
Nani? Well, something happened right there, but I mean, we certainly. Oh.
That was supposed to be Rumble.
Well, it was supposed to be Rumble. All right, well, hey, that's all right. Don't worry about it, fellas. We're back in Champion Select right now, as these picks and bans should be hopefully the same. I assume
if they aren't, that would be really sketch.
Wait
what?
a minute, Nani? All right, well, we got some different bands here.
I guess it won't matter if they pick the same champions, though.
That is
Diana
true.
was not picked.
That is true. It will not matter if they do pick the same champions. So right now, we will be returning to Champ Select so far. I hope these picks and bans will be getting through. But, I mean, now that we at least have a general idea of what these team comps are going to be, definitely let's start taking analysis of how this gameplay is going to be, how this game is going to happen.
I'm actually very concerned for the side of CGC. If they do not pop up in that early game, they are going to be totally screwed in the late game. Let's think about the Vladimir with the Kaisa, J4, and the Galio. It's a game over if they reach that mid to late game without any pressure.
Yep, definitely, for sure. It's going to be looking very tough for a lot of the carries from UIC. I mean, Lucian definitely a lot of upfront damage and whatnot.
Okay, yeah, they're still going for the same champions. It's just they're trolling up here. That's
no.
okay.
They said they're going for Rumble for top lane. I think
I know. No, I'm just talking about the bans here.
Oh yeah, you're right. I see you right there. But yeah, I mean, really right now, I mean, I was really excited about the Akali pick coming from Redbird so far.
That is such a strong pick. If she can get in that early game lead.
Well,
nice!
Small indie company, fellas. You know what?
Oh, tonight is going terrific.
Our client crashes. Oh, wait. Hold on. We're back? Question mark? Hold on, fellas.
Hopefully.
We're getting back in the game. We apologize for all the technical difficulties, both on their side and ours on our side as well. As we try to load back into game, we're going to try to get you back in this right now. All right, we're back. Here we are. After the third technical difficulty, something around there. But I mean, as you were saying, that's definitely the Akali being very impactful. I think, the Shasha on this Akali is going to need to really put the pressure and bring this, kind of bring the game to the Lux in order for her to really start snowballing and at least give, the rest of Illinois State the breathing room they need to scale up.
Yeah, that's very true. But I think if Lux can hit a Q and her E, this Akali is not going to come back from lane.
Oh.
It's going to be a game over for her by that point. So we'll have to see if she can outplay this Lux with her Q bindings and her E poke. Because if she gets those both off, it's game over again. So it's going to be a very close game. If the Redbirds are looking to scale up to the late game with the Galio, Kaisa, J4, and the Vladimir, while the CGC is looking to close this game out as fast as they can.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of high pressure and a lot of high impact ults coming out from UIC. They are really going to be looking to bring it as early as possible, but definitely really want to see some big level 6 plays on both sides. Already Lee Sin getting kicked, Rumble getting his ultimate, Lux and Lucian with the high damage ultimates as well. But I mean, on the side of Illinois State, they definitely have a lot of offensive and a good mix of offensive and defensive ultimates, specifically with the Galio ultimate.
Oh yeah, they're going to be looking back to get peel for this Kaisa. She's going to be looking to carry, whereas Vladimir is going to be looking to peel off and actually going to dive into this backline with the Lux and Lucian. He's going to be looking to pull and then ulting underneath really fast, bursting down their their health. So it's going to be really tough for both sides to peel for their backliners.
For sure. And I mean, as we got into spectator delay, I mean, we have two aggressive junglers right here, trying to go for a lot of high impact, ganks early in the game. So, if you were Genocidal in the Lee Sin or Red Fox on the Jarvan, what are your lanes of priority to try and, get your either team ahead or at least, get them ahead enough to give some breathing room?
I think the priority for Lee Sin would probably be the bot lane or mid, because you want to make sure that Lux can pop off against this Akali. Make sure she can't dive into the back line and just completely demolish her and Lucian. Whereas, Rumble is going to be looking to poke down this Vladimir. Again, this Vladimir a really bad start. It's going to slowing down his, eventual rise back up from that really bad early game. Whereas J4 is going to be looking to actually help with this Kai'Sa, scale up into this late game. And then again, it's basically the bot and top lanes for both sides here.
Yeah, no, I mean, just in general right now, I mean, as soon as Akali, just gets one kill, she's definitely one of those champions where she's going to certainly just run away with the game. With, honestly, the one thing that UIC is really lacking is a true tank, I mean, you have Thresh, Lee Sin, Rumble, who can kind of build a bit more beefier, but definitely Lux and Lucian are just kind of glowing with targets on their backs for that Akali to go on.
Especially this Lux having one of the lowest level 1 HP levels, so she's going to be very squishy even towards the late game. So we're going to have to see if Thresh can help peel for this backline, whereas Lee Sin and Rumble are going to be diving in, trying to get that damage off.
Yeah, definitely. And as we finish the last minute of spectator delay, for those of you just joining us after the many technical difficulties, we are GG Leagues. GG Leagues is a recreational esports league based in the Midwest. Their goal is to build up the esports community and connect gamers to each other. They have leagues for players of all skill level. Anyone can join. Players in GG Leagues play through a regular season like you are watching here each week, and then all the players get to play in the playoffs and the finals in person, where they can finally meet the players they have been playing against all season. If you guys are interested, please go to www.ggleagues.com and sign up. In-person finals will be this weekend at Saturday at the Illinois Institute of Technology. All be really great. Good to see all three collegiate leagues coming together with their final matches.
Yeah, as we get down to this last 35 seconds of the game to start this game and see what happens, we're going to be looking for probably a level 1 invade from the CGC, looking to get that early game pressure against this Jarvan. This Lee Sin is going to need that lead to actually get these ganks off and help his team get ahead before they get behind in the later stages like we've been talking about.
Yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree so far. UIC's for level 1 is looking very scary, with just in general Thresh Q and the Lux Q being, the big highlights of their damage so far. So I mean, if I don't see them go for a level 1 thing, I'm gonna start worried for UIC.
I would be too, because that is such a good comp for a level 1, like you just said. The only way they can get out of this is with their flashes. That's gonna be really good summoner spells to burn out really fast here. So as we get into the loading screen, we'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll see it in level 1 invade from the side of CGZ.
Yeah, definitely. And as we get in to the loading screen right now, we can take a look at some of these kind of just the runes and the keystones everyone has been taking so far. It's definitely interesting to see.
I've been seeing Akali's actually been taking Fleet Footwork lately instead of the Electrocute, which is a very new style of playing, but it's such, she already goes from her Q, and
absolutely.
Then so she's a lot of sustain in lane.
And I mean, just in general, as I was saying earlier, UIC not having a lot of tanks, so maybe she felt that it wasn't necessary to have the electrocute for the extra damage. She's saying just maybe the built-in damage, it'll be good enough.
Yeah, but as we get here, we're waiting for it to load in. We're gonna see what happens.
For sure. As we hop on to Summoner's Rift right now, we're really excited to get into the semifinal match with the winner of this, of this game. Advancing to the finals in Chicago.
And that's going to be an amazing victory for whichever side. Redbirds versus CGC. The Titans versus the underdogs coming into this game.
Right now, Illinois State certainly looking like the underdog here. See if they can punch their ticket to Chicago for the GG Leagues finals right now. But definitely as people are coming out so far.
They're going for that level 1 invade. As we talked about, this is good. This is a good start for them. They're looking to get this early lead off as fast as they can because they know they can win these level 1 trades. As we see, a fight might come out. Nope.
Oh, wait. All teams are over there right now, but CGC having all 5, sorry.
Yeah, but it looks like it's going to be dispersed because they did get caught out very early here. So they're looking for wherever they can find a jungler. It looks like they're going to be going back in Vision was spotted on each team, but I believe that CGC did not see where J4 or the Vladimir were, but they were caught out by the Kali and the Galio and the Kaisa.
Yeah, I mean, definitely unfortunate to see that, CGC not doing much after that level 1, not even getting any vision really right now.
No, yeah, but they did see where that J4 is probably going to start with his red. They're looking to actually take the blue, but there looks like they're getting caught up at the Rumble.
Yeah, I mean, right now, just in general, actually, Redbirds...
Oh, wait.
Actually, right now, CC Luong
Okay.
just some have damage, but I mean, as we just said, as we kind of noticed right now, Illinois State not having the best level 1, so all they can get is just some blood sucking.
Yeah, and also got that ward gold, I guess. So
yeah, I got that ward gold.
Oh,
Already gold lead in the side of ISU so far right now.
10 gold lead.
Easy money right now. But actually interesting, so we might see some vertical jungling right here, as we see from Red Fox and Genocidal, both starting with their red buffs. Both junglers have a very good level 2 gank right now. As you can see, they are moving around on their separate sides of Lee Sin taking right now the opposing the opposing blue buff, and J4 moving over, actually getting Skull Crab.
Yeah, but the Skull Crabs do give you more XP and gold right now. Yeah. So it's very good to get those objectives very early on. But at the same time, he is losing out on the blue buff. It looks like a gank might be coming out very early here from the J4.
Oh, wait, yep, that's what I was talking about, early gank.
Yeah, but it looks like he doesn't know. So
he doesn't know. Doesn't have vision. He might force a flash right now, but CC Luong, he's only level 1, doesn't have the level advantage. He's running for his life.
Oh my gosh!
Doesn't even burn flash. First blood coming out from Red Fox.
I don't know why he didn't flash. He had all that time. That is crazy bad for the for CGC to lose that early lead that they needed.
Absolutely, and I think that is honestly just disrespect of your opponent's damage potential. I'm not sure if he really underestimated the amount of damage and he was able to walk out, but I mean he just wasn't. And actually right now, speaking of damage, Dishasha is trying to do as much as he can. Actually missing the binding, dancing around Jackie so far, but me and Aggro says no, it will not be going any further.
It looks like J4 did take the blue buff side, so it looks like Lee Sin is actually going to be losing his blue buff, but he did take J4's blue buff as well, so we'll have to see if he's going to be taking the whole side here, as Lee Sin looks to get the Scuttle Crab on the bot side too, maybe moving up to gank the top lane and get that kill back onto the Vladimir, because they're going to need some sort of lead here.
Yep, for sure. I mean, already, ISU doing a great job of pushing back UIC, stopping really any possible early momentum that they might even have so far. I mean, at least on the top lane so far. But, I mean, right now, junglers are hovering over their mid lane.
Yeah, it looks like you might want to try to get a gank off here because the Lux has no mobility, whereas a Kali can come in.
Wait, Lux
it looks
has
like they're going
flash,
in.
So Red Fox is going in, but just flags and drags out as he sees Genocidal. But actually, he goes in. Red Fox is a target now, and Genocidal will take down Red Fox under their own turret.
Yes, that was an amazing play from. She might have missed her binding, but Lee Sin hit his Q and went in for all that damage, like we talked about.
Yep.
That earlier.
Oh wait, there's just fights going all around. UIC is relentless as they keep going, but this engage is turning sour for them as supports will be taking damage all around the board.
That was not a great trade from the side of CGC. They should have been having more damage, but the Thresh went in way too hard for that one. But as we go back and look at that mid lane play, Lux might have missed her binding, but it was still enough damage from the Lee Sin, from, like we talked about, the Lee Sin versus J4. The damage is going to be on the Lee Sin side on the early game pressure.
For sure, and this is exactly what I was talking about early game. And actually, Flash Taunt will cast 2-7 all in, forces the heal, but Zero Trepidation will be the target right now. Bulgarian AD will be taking down him for himself. TP comes down from CC Luang. Illinois State University is forced to retreat, and that will be one kill over to UIC.
Now we're seeing this pop off from Lucian coming in, getting that first blood kill and having a lead, this massive lead in farm right now. He's putting the pressure on the AD that's needed, that the Redbirds are looking to actually get for their lead here.
Yep, and I mean, that's exactly what I was saying beforehand, just in general about the importance of these early game junglers. And we saw both, the initial gain coming out from Red Fox, and now the response gain coming out from Genocidal.
But now the Genocidal has lost that potential. He's actually behind on gold compared to this Lee Sin. But it looks like, there might be another hook. Okay, the hook's not going to go through, but still.
Not follow through.
Nah, that's okay, though. It's under tower.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, as things are starting to slow down right now, already 5 minutes in the game, UIC's nearly amounts to a 1K gold lead so far, with a lot of their gold going into some high damage early game carries right now. I mean, at least right now in the Lucian, and then just some good damage for Genocidal to get a kill himself.
Yeah, it's very true. Let's see if the Vladimir pick can come in later into these stages with the Rumble being able to pressure him, maybe giving him real Namakan, getting in to stop his healing as we were talking about with his Q and his pressure in lane. Because he can sustain so much better than this Rumble can with his...
Wait, hold on, level 6.
Looks like we're looking for some ganks.
Yeah, right now Rumble does have that level 6 right now. Possibly, I'm not sure if Red Fox was spotted on a ward. He's backing because Genocidal is still hanging around this top lane. I don't believe they saw him because not sure if they want to go over anything right now. But certainly, achieving this level 6, he is taking control of this top lane.
He is very much sure that he can win these trades. He's just looking to get this farm away from this Vladimir and make sure he cannot scale up into this later stages. This is his point of picking a Rumble pick. He wants to make sure Vladimir cannot get into these later stages to help in these team fights.
Yep.
And with these Lux pick, she's making sure that this Akali is not going to survive this laning phase without losing something from it. So it's going to be very, very special to see what happens in these later stages with this Lucian as well.
Yeah.
Coming into these stages, going to be very, very high in his mobility and his damage as well too.
Definitely. UIC playing the map very smartly right now. You can honestly see the line of wards outlining sort of the Baron Pit Riverside as well as their own jungle. They really want to keep their laners pretty safe so far and try to avoid any more early game ganks from Red Fox.
Yeah. But we'll have to see in these later team fight stages what happens. Looks like they're going into just poke. It's not really too much happening in these early stages because of the sustain from the Redbirds.
Yeah, no, but right now, I mean, definitely as UIC, that's something you don't want to see. You want to keep yourself on the pedal, keep pumping towards all these kills and leads, and keep accelerating the game right now. That way, ISU does not have a chance to stand back up.
That is very true. They gotta keep this pressure on, as you just said. We'll have to see if they keep it on though, because this J4 could come back in anytime and gank with his high mobility and high sustain.
Yeah, definitely. I think ISU it certainly is looking to play more of around the objectives and just around the whole game as a whole right now. As you know, wards around the blue side jungle are predicting certainly as this Earth Drake is up. A possible contest from them as they might be looking to set up.
I'm thinking this Earth Drake is going to go over to the blue side with CGC. They are so much more ahead than on this bot side with the Lucian having the kill and the Lee Sin having a kill as well. So we're gonna have to see if they fight for this because it is a Mountain Drake, so that's gonna be contested for the objectives.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, just in general, I feel like definitely a lot more worth to UIC so far, just due to the fact that it is just simply just the added structure damage will allow them to keep pushing turrets faster and faster. But ISU gaining vision around this dragon and their laners really pushing for control as the time to get the dragon will start coming up. Wait, actually, Genocidal does ward hop in so far, but the Flag and Drag knocks him up, and here he goes, the Cataclysm him in, but the junglers kill themselves, and it is the top players left to fight so far. That is just 1 HP left.
He's going in!
He's looking for a Harpoon, but does not get anything. The junglers will trade lives.
Nah, that's actually such a good play from both sides of the jungle, though that...
Wait, hold on. Deschamps just in. He comes in with the Shuriken, but does not get much so far.
Backs out immediately, which is a smart play because that Lux Binding could have really made his day so much worse. But as we're going back to that earlier gank, that was such a good gank from both sides, though it could have been better if the Rumble ulti got both of them and stayed inside there. But we'll have to see what happens in these later stages again.
Yeah, and I think that's the one unfortunate kind of duo pair with Rumble and Genocidal right now. I mean, sorry, Rumble and Lee Sin, just due to the fact that it's really hard to accurately land that the Rumble ultimate just when you don't necessarily have a big crowd control to get anything. But speaking of crowd control right now, CC Luong, he's overheated right now, and he's facing a lot of damage, but Scrap Shield and Flame Spitter will be taking Dat down to 1 HP. The minions are not on his side, and the Harpoon will take down Dat 1 and give another kill over to UIC.
That was such a crazy play. He should have, if he got that ultimate off onto the Rumble, it would have been game over, but oh my gosh, he barely ran away from his Q.
Yeah, I believe he used it in an earlier fight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Unfortunate, could not take the damage. Actually, Genocidal is here. It's a 3v3. Red Fox is here. It's a jungler versus a jungler. And Genocidal will just go down like butter. It looks like the Thresh is next. 2-7 all in. Excellent fillet and a flash and a counter engage coming out. Galio is forced to ultimate to save his life right now. Jackie is now under fire as the ignite comes through. And actually, the ultimate comes, and both mid laners are down to very low HP right now. Zero Trepidation catches the Lucian in the taunt right now, but
my
and
God!
a Lantern Auto will take down the Galio. A failed engage come out from ISU will be giving UIC the kill in the bot lane.
Both junglers just gave each bot laner another kill.
Yep. But so far, Lucian leading with the kill, leading with the CS, and almost looking at just minus, very minuscule, but still 300 gold lead in that bot lane. But
it's
very
going to build up
interesting
very
plays.
fast here. But they can get these.
Definitely, that kill though does give them control of the river.
Yes, that is very true. And it looks like they're actually looking to invade this bot side jungle again. But if you look at the top side,
Oh my God, this Rumble is just tearing him apart.
all right, it looks like
Yeah,
Rumble's going to be
insane.
taking that trade and heading back home. Lucian's getting more gold from these turn plates. 160 gold if he gets it alone per plating. So you got to take that into account as well.
Definitely. I mean, honestly, in this top lane, that needs to be building some early MR against this Flame Spitter. Look at that. Double magic penetration at almost 12 minutes. The Oblivion Orb and the Sork Shoes coming out. Insane.
Yeah, like we talked about, he's going to get that early Morello-Nomicon just to make sure Vladimir cannot get into these later stages of the game, because he's not been building MR, so he's going to be doing almost true damage to this Vladimir in these early stages.
And actually, right now, ISU regains control of the river, but they do have vision. They're starting this right now. Genocidal is hovering around. UIC is looking to respond. Zero Trepidation is really just trying to do as much as he can so far. Oh, and actually, no, I lied. ISU will be taking that drag, but valiant luck jolt from Jackie to try and steal it.
It was so close. I thought he actually had it for a minute there, but nope. Looks like J4 outsmited him with his smite against the ultimate.
Honestly, yep, Dragon goes over to ISU so far, but just so much action through this match right now. I mean, just the direct camera can't keep up.
No, I can't, which is okay because that makes it so much more interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
But it looks like these comps are going to just how they want it for the Redbirds, because they're looking to scale. They're actually surviving pretty well, even though it might not look like it. This is not such a huge lead. It's only a couple 100 gold lead onto the actually 1,000 gold lead onto the side of the CGC. But CGC could still be putting on, or they are putting on the pressure against the Redbirds in their later on these early game.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, ISU. Oh wait, actually, hook on the Kai'Sa, but taunt won't discredit any damage, but forces Kai'Sa to flash. Rapid Scroll will be going out. The culling will be coming out as well to try to get some damage, and UIC be taking control of that bot lane.
That was actually such a good engage from the Thresh, getting that flay onto the Kai'Sa and having the follow up from the Lucian as well, which is such a good outplay from them as well.
Yeah, definitely. UIC just inside their jungle so far, really making this top side almost like really hard for them to play against right now. Rift Herald is up. UIC could be looking for this objective, especially since they did lose the dragon so far. Oh wait, here we go. Flay and hook. We taking Zero Trepidation, just goes down like that. But possibly Red Fox is looking for a counter engage, but yet another hook, and TP comes in. ISU is forced to retreat. Oh man, dude, 2-7 all in. These Thresh hooks are insane.
This game is looking like a landslide for the CGC. We can see why they have this 7-1 record right now. They're so aggressive. And now we're looking at the top lane too.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, actually, CG Lewin, Safeguard will save him. Kick followed by the Q, but the empowered Q cannot save him for long, as Genocidal will be taking a second kill of the game.
That's such a clutch play from this Lee Sin, coming in last second to get him to the Safeguard onto the Rumble, who was certain to die if it wasn't for his Fury of the Dragon coming out from the kick.
Yeah, and I mean, that's exactly what we're saying in Champ Select. I mean, ISU may have, the higher ranked players, but you can see in these early 15 minutes, UIC really playing like a team. As soon as the engage happens, boom, TP from Sisu Luan coming out. Honestly, once a gank comes out from Genocidal, boom, they're always there ready to respond.
It is crazy to see how well this team is playing together. They might be in plat, but gosh, they're playing like they're in diamond right now.
They're playing like they're in diamond so far. Some of them are in diamond as it be so far. UIC is really trying to regain control of this vision. They're clearing out this bot lane UIC vision so far.
It looks like they're trying to get this gank off from the J4, but they're not coming back to the lane that fast. So they're moving up to see if they can get something out of this.
Yep.
Except to just vision control.
Yeah,
which
right
is still
now.
good though, especially in this river. They are going to be able, during the later stages with this Rift Herald and Baron, this Mountain Drake that they got earlier is going to help them melt it very fast, especially with the Kaisa as well.
Yep, for sure. Right now, Drag isn't up for just a little bit, but certainly ISU is really taking control of this this Dragon Pit so far. But I'm really want to see if UIC really goes for that Rift Herald so far, especially how much pressure they have in both of these lanes. Oh, Lucian gets taunted on his way out. He's forced to flash up a Rapid Scroll, ults in, Void Rush, Glum's out, and their failed engage coming out from the beginning will actually just be giving Rapid Squirtle, a kill.
Yeah, that's
in the end, counter kill coming out from UIC.
Yes, that's such a bad spot to be put in, especially with this Kaisa going to be able to scale up with her items. With that Storm Razor coming out such an early, it's going to be able to let her heal up with her Keystone. So we're going to have to see if the solution can put more pressure than he already is. He's going to have to come back from that lane kill. Looks like topside also is going to get at the first tower gold.
Oh wait, here we go. Jackie. Oh! Oh my god! Oh, no! Unfortunate, but great dive coming out from ISU. Jackie almost with the outplay, but definitely Red Fox and Deshashes working together to juggle the turret aggro and be able to get the kill onto the Lux.
That was an amazing, almost a perfect outplay from this Lux, but not quite. Looks like this Akai is going to be taking over lane control very soon here. She is already a kill ahead, and she is about the same farm too. So it looks like she already has the Gunblade as well. So we're going to have to see what happens here.
Yeah, for sure. But honestly, right now, it's like UIC just taking down these turrets so far. Tier 1 fallen from the first turret, and possibly this Tier 2, but unfortunately the minions were not there.
No, yeah. But it looks like they're going to putting on this early game pressure that their team comp is based around. So we'll have to see if they can make it all the way out.
Yeah.
This bot lane is putting on the pressure though, making sure they can't back. They're going to make sure that they can get this tower as fast as they can. And if they leave, this tower is gone immediately. Looks like both junglers as well are going to be looking around the bot side and mid lane too to get those ganks off. They're looking to pop off these carries with the Kali pick coming in to clean up in the later game, and the Kaisa looking to burst down all these carries. And looking to burst down all these tanks as well.
Yeah, once again, as another objective spawns, this time being the Windrake, UIC is the first to respond. They are the first to get there, and it looks like they might be the first here, and it's just finders, keepers, losers, weepers, as UIC will be tying the rakes.
Yeah, this Cloud Drake's going to really help out with the roaming potential as they have been around this whole map.
Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, almost ward hop. Q almost connects.
It is so close. Could have been such a clutch play getting that lead back to the Lux, but not going to be quite as lucky as they were hoping for.
For sure, and that's that aggression I really like to see from UIC. They take the objective, boom, they just go right to a lane.
Yeah, that's so true. They're looking to get this early game pressure off before they reach to the mid to late game.
Oh, hook, but I think just for vision hook.
Yeah.
Just for vision hook, but certainly, UIC not being afraid, say, they don't see they don't see between, this is my jungle, their jungle, all of it's my jungle so far, as Genocidal has such control, gets taunted mid-lantern pull again, but still gets it nevertheless. Cataclysm is being able to flash out from 2-7 all in, and the engage is stifled from UIC.
That is such a bad play because they're not getting anything out of this, and they're about to lose this massive Rift Herald.
Yep.
It's about to go over to the blue side, so we'll have to see if they can come in with this Akali, but it looks like she's not going to be able to get there in time before they take this. But they are roaming up because they know they had vision there. They are coming up as fast as they can, but it's going to be too late,
almost uncontested.
It is uncontested at the moment.
Oh wait, Jackie! He gets him in there right now, but doesn't get enough damage to really pop the ultimate. But there we go. ISU is late to the party, and UIC will be walking away.
They're walking away with this free tower, basically. They're taking this is one free tower for them, basically.
One free tower or more if they're able to play their cards right so far.
But all tier 1 towers are gone from the red side. So this is looking really in favor for CGC. There are 2 kills up. They are 2,000 gold lead. It's looking really bad at the moment. So we'll have to see if they can make a comeback on the Redbirds side with this late game team comp. They just gotta survive for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Hold on to what they have.
For sure. I mean, one thing I really want to highlight that we talked about that, even though that, certainly ISU is low and falling behind in the gold and the kill side, but keep an eye on the 2 carries from ISU. They're both deathless. They are still have so much potential to cash in on some, on like possibly the Rumble bounty and just in general on just the rest of the gold on the map. They still have a lot of potential to carry.
Even though they are deathless, let's look at the 2 carries on their other side.
Oh,
Rumble
for sure.
And Lucian, 3 kills up. Then you gotta look at the Lee Sin. He might be 2 deaths, but he has 2 kills. This is gonna be leading into his Berserker and his Black Cleaver. So it's gonna be very hard for him to counter the lead that they've already accomplished in this early game.
Yeah.
If they can't control the towers, this is game over.
Definitely, but we've seen this before. I mean, Zero Trepidation right now with the taunts is really on par, and that's what I want to see more of from ISU. Just a lot more defensive play and using a lot of UIC's aggression against them so far. Actually, speaking of aggression right now, Genocidal was to be caught out in the middle of the Galio ultimate. He is just being left to die so far. There's nothing he can do right now. As Deshash says, they'll basically be throwing the points, the 5-point attack on him, and we take a kill for himself.
That is not good at all. It looks like they just got they didn't get to use Rift Arrow. They're trying to get that upward lead, but it just completely backfired on them. And now they might actually even take this first tier tower. But it looks like the wave clear from Rumble is being able to be used against them.
Yep, here we go. UIC is on the back foot right now as a failed engage goes sour and will put them in defense of their top lane turret right now. Everyone so far is on this top lane side. Baron is up. Vision is on the side of ISU. But as you're talking about, just the defensive power from the Galio can really just turn the tide from a lot of aggressive fights. Actually, being regular aggressive fights right now. Actually, failed engage from ISU will be stifled and be put on the back foot. Zero Trepidation is right now running for his life. And death sentence comes out from 2-7 all in. He will be taken down shortly as he is tanky, but not tanky enough. Genocidal will be taking him enough. The Lantern keeps coming out. The aggression doesn't stop.
That is such a good play. They're going to be able to take maybe even a tower from this. Maybe even because they have their Rift Arrow. Yes, they're going to be using that immediately here. There it goes. We're going to have to see them get maybe even 2 towers from this. Because J4 is coming up in 7 seconds, and then you got to think of Galio, who just died, and he's coming up at 13 as well. His ultimate is not even coming up for another couple 50 seconds or so.
Yep, UIC, this is your point right now. Rift Herald has coming out right now. The inhibitor is destroyed. 2 members were just down. They have respawned. They get one last bash into the inhibitor, and they'll take their spoils awarded there.
That is amazing play from the side of CGC. They got 2 towers from 1 Rift Herald, so that was a massive, like we talked about, that was a massive objective for them. Yeah. And now it looks like they're actually looking.
Look at the objective split. CGC, they wanted to go for the Windrake. They didn't think ISU would have the audacity to go for Baron, but that's what they're doing. They are starting the Baron. They were there first, and some fight is going to happen. This could possibly be the end of the game.
I don't know. It depends which side gets Baron.
That is true. Oh, big damage got empowered Q.
Looks like Vladimir's
right now. Vladimir zoning this whole entire backline of UIC, and a whole fight breaks down. Galio is in the middle of all of it. Bulgarian ED is trying his best. Red Fox dunks the Zero Trepidation so far right now. That's a double kill coming out from Genocidal, and oh my lord, UIC is sweeping the floor of ISU.
They are all in shambles. Only 2 members are in shambles right now. The back line, it's doing A-okay except for the Thresh. But it looks like Vladimir's
Vladimir possibly caught. This could be a 1v1 between Bulgarian and Dat right now. He is running for his life. Bulgarian AD. Oh, has to flash out from Jackie's ultimate. He will be running back safe. But that will be their base. That will be their inhibitor on the side of UIC.
Now they might be looking to get a Baron here. That was such a risky play, and it just completely backfired on the side of Redbird. They thought they could take this while the Lucian was on the other side. They did not calculate that at all. So it's really sad to see that they just misinterpreted what they could have done there.
For sure. Ocean Drake going over to UIC. But as we just demonstrated in that last Baron fight, I almost thought ISU had that fight. Dat was doing so much work zoning this back line and forcing them to really back off. Red Fox following up. But the defensive maneuvers coming out from UIC allowed them to get out and really just kite around a lot of this counter engage coming out from ISU, giving them 4 kills and definitely a inhibitor.
Yeah, that is... I thought they totally were going to lose that. It was looking to the side because I saw Jarvan go in the back line, dive onto that Lux. Lux had no health. She somehow survives because of her Zhonya's. So it was all because of the Jarvan went in, and then they had such a defensive play from the Lucian coming in to help the dying Lux in the last moments. And then with the Galio soaking up so much damage, yet being so squishy at the moment. So we're going to have to see if they can redo this fight and maybe win this game.
Yeah, no, absolutely right now. But certainly UIC, just from a gold and just map pressure point of view right now, are on certainly in kind of taking the more advantage point right now. ISU kind of playing on the back foot, sort of thinking right now it's like you have to really kind of keep pushing this out, otherwise you're just going to get snuffed out from UIC. They cannot let this Baron go to them.
But it looks like they're actually starting the Baron here right now. Lee Sin's on it, and we're going to see that they're going to be looking into getting back on this Baron control, even though Lucian's not there.
Yeah, they're not even expecting it. They're just soloing it with the 3 members they have right there. The Lucian and the Thresh in the top lane are doing work right now as they are keeping ISU busy. And this Baron is almost down to about 7k, 6k right now. Members are coming down. Red Fox is there. Oh, he gets hooked right now. Hey, follow. 2 members follow. He tries to dunk out, but Genocide will go on a rampage right now as the rest of ISU is falling. Zero trepidation. Hero's entrance into nothing. Flay will block the Justice Punch, and he will be adding to the killing list as 2-7 all in will be going on a killing spree as Thresh. You're Baron over to go in UIC, and it is looking very glim for UIC.
This team...
Or for ISU.
Yeah, this team is doing phenomenal together. This CGC are just working as one unit at the moment. You see this Thresh hook peeling up for the backline, yet going in all the way into the enemy's backline at the same time. So this Thresh is going to be definitely banned out to the next game. Oh, it's one.
Yeah, but definitely, I mean, they're going to be looking definitely a very big pick coming for the finals. Certainly whoever they face, whether it is Columbia or Super Ordinary Gentlemen, watch out for 2-7 all-ins Thresh right now.
Yeah.
It seems that hook is just their trigger button right now. As soon as they hit it, they say go.
Yeah, but we could see that they hold on to their base, even though these Baron buff minions are doing some work. They have 2 inhibitors down, only 1 left to save them from this rapid unstable base that they're having right now.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if they could put one more push. It looks like they're going for this bot side turret. These last 2 turrets blocking from their Nexus turrets and then to the Nexus. If they can still scale with this Vladimir, putting out that damage that we saw in that earlier team fight, maybe they could pull it back. But it is looking very, very grim.
Definitely. I mean, one thing that I will give to UIC right now is their control aggression so far. They could have certainly possibly pushed for an end to the game, but certainly smarter than just to take their inhibitor and kind of just play it slow right now. It is the semifinals. There is a lot at stake right now, and they do not want to lose this off a batting over aggression.
That is so true. And it looks like they're actually fighting for this control of this pink ward here. But it looks like that Lee Sin's actually going to be taking this. A little bit of BM from the back.
Yep. And that's essential. That's going to be keeping Lucian and the Rumble, who is pushing on this turret right now. That's going to be keeping them safe. They have eyes on their flanks. There is no way for them to go. There's not even a ward for them to teleport behind right now. They're just forced to defend front to back.
Yeah, it looks like this Vladimir is actually backing. Jarvan's coming in. It looks like a team fight is going to break out. It's going to be the last one deciding the game if the CGC wins.
Yes.
CGC wins,
Minions
and
are
a
flooding
game
the base.
over.
Yep, right now, minions are flooding the base. ISU has to do something in order to stop this UIC push. All 3 inhibitors will be going down at the end. Actually, Flame will stop the dragon, the flag and drag, and Kai'Sa will be kicked back, but the ultimate will send her right back in right now. High damage coming out. Jungler is dead on the side of UIC. Galio is dead on the side of ISU, but Flame Spitter is huge. Jackie sends the ultimate, the final spark to send them off into Chicago. That's a double kill for CC Luo. Wong, and that will be the base. That will be the Nexus Turks. That will be Jarvan, and that will be 2-7 all in going in on a rampage. That will be Bulgarian ID giving his life for the meme so far. That will be Rapid Squirrel going down to complete the ace for UIC. She goes down, and that will be UIC punching their ticket into Chicago and IIT for the finals.
I would see the GG's coming out. We gotta respect these team members playing together as one member. This is an amazing game that they played today. There's respect to both teams. Both teams played their heart outs. They tried their best. Both teams had the damage. Both teams had the play together. But it looks like CGC knew what they were doing so much better than Redbirds. Congratulations to CGC, and better luck next time to Redbirds. You did amazing today.
Yeah, absolutely. Great play. Just a great matchup in general coming out from UIC and ISU right now. I mean, honestly, what's really insane, I was expecting Jackie to kind of move for a more pop-off kind of build, but look at the KDA of just being 0-1-15. That is certainly a team player in my eyes.
I think that's just a support in my eyes.
They actually had 2 supports. 2-7 all in was actual the mage.
Exactly. We already know. But these two teams have all the respect from both of us. They did so good into the semifinals. Congratulations again to CGC. I hope to see them do well in the finals this upcoming Saturday.
Yep, definitely. UIC will be representing their side of the bracket in the GG Leagues Collegiate Diamond Division. And guys, remember, for those of you who just tuned in a little late, we are GG Leagues. GG Leagues is a recreational esports league based in the Midwest. Their goal is to build up the esports community and connect gamers to each other. They have leagues for players of all skill level. Anyone can join. Players in GG Leagues play through a regular season like you are watching here each week. Then all the players get to play in the playoffs and finals in person, where they can finally meet the players they've been playing against all season. If you guys are interested, go to www.ggleagues and sign up. That will be all from us from the broadcast, and all you have a great night.